Hello, this is Alan Schmidt. We farm on the eastern shore, Sudlersville, Maryland, in Queen Anne's County. We grow corn, soybeans, barley, wheat, hay, a few vegetables, tomatoes, green beans, and grapes. We have a family operation consisting of my brother Hans, his wife Jenny, my parents Walter and Nancy, and then we have a couple of hired people that work for us. Our focus has been to try to diversify our operation so that we don't have all our eggs in one basket, manage our risk from one year to the next, that we have that basic level of safety there that will help us to pay our bills and be in good, sound financial shape going into the following year. And with that, we employ crop insurance to help on the corn, soybeans, and small grain side of the operation. With our corn, the amount of coverage that we employed, we have the 75% CRC, and then with the soybeans, we do the 80% enterprise units. You know, if you're carrying a certain percentage of crop insurance on your corn, for example, it gives you a comfort level that you can go out and market some of your grains for contract if grain prices are good early in the spring. Same with the irrigation. With irrigated corn, you can pretty well count on a certain level of yield, so you have that basis to go on. We have to insure our irrigated crops, so that's actually part of our safety net as well, that part of our land is irrigated. When you insure your corn, for example, you're insuring both your dry land and your irrigated as well.
My name is Jenny Schmidt, and I'm a vineyard manager at Schmidt Farms. Also manage the custom vineyard services that we offer for folks in the area who have grapes who want help with growing their grapes. We have 20 acres of grapes. We started in 2003, put in the first 3 acres as sort of our test plot to see if it was something that we could manage, something that would be profitable to do as part of the diversification of the farm. And then we started to expand after 4 years, pretty much filled out the 2 fields that we had at the farm, which was the original farm that their dad and their grandfather had bought. They're diversified in terms of their varieties. We have 8 major varieties. Last year, I'd say for every grower in Maryland, it was probably the worst growing year for grapes because we had such a severe drought early in May, and so our vines were pretty drought stressed. We are lucky. We haven't had much of a deer pressure, and in fact we've taken our deer fence down, but that's not true for most Maryland growers. Probably lost 5 to 6 tons of fruit to birds alone last year. Significant loss to, a predator that, we just weren't prepared to address because we haven't had to address it before.
Hans Schmidt, Alan's brother. We do diversify. We have a variety of specialty crops. We grow hay primarily for the horse market because we have a strong horse market here in this area. We grow green beans as a fresh market, and then our tomato crops that we're growing. And even on the grain side, we diversify. For instance, soybeans, we're growing grain, we're growing seed, and we're growing food-grade soybeans. Those soybeans go to local tofu markets up and down the East Coast. We're looking at more premiums for our grains beyond what conventional or commercial grains would offer. Our seed can get 50 cents, $1 a bushel better. Our tofu beans, we're getting $1.50, $1.50 per bushel, higher than what the conventional grains are getting. We've kind of taken the focus of trying to make more on what we have and trying to look for the premiums, look for those specialty markets versus trying to go out and compete, drive rents up. The more you drive your rents up and your costs, the slimmer your margins are. Yes, it's a little additional work, but we think in the end it's worth the extra to meet those market demands.